Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Boy That Loved, a Boys Love podcast hosted by me, Dion. Hello. So I want to make a video today because if you saw my last video, I talked about how the actor from You Make Me Dance was being dragged by the Boys Love fandom all over Twitter, all over my Discord. And I was like, you guys are wilding out. You guys don't know what's going on with him. What's the context of everything? It's a bit of an extreme reaction to be like, oh, he is homophobic or whatever the case may be because he omitted from saying You Make Me Dance and the acceptance speech. I think is a bit wild, a bit crazy. And, I the fandom is so reckless with what they be saying, how they be feeling, and it's never consistent. It's never consistent and never makes sense to me. Um, and today's video, um, someone left a comment. This sort of backlash for no reason is why some of the smart actors, including queer actors, distance themselves from the BL completely. I I can see why they would do that. That's why I want to make this video because reading this comment here, it got me thinking because I was like, it seems like the Boys Love fans, for the most part, I know there's exception, guys. Don't drag me. I know there's some exceptions. It seems like they don't follow the actors after they do a Boys Love series. As much as they get upset if the actors don't acknowledge that they did a Boys Love series or bring it up every 5 minutes, I don't know. The fans who they don't really follow them after that. Like this actor in particular, yes, he was in Make Me Dance, and I think that might be his debut role. But have you guys followed him since then? Are you guys supporting him? Because it seems like you guys discard the actors once they stop doing the Boys Love series. So as much as you're upset about him not acknowledging he did it in the first place, y'all not really showing support after the fact. If he's not doing Boys Love, you don't care about them. And yes, like I said, there's some exception. You'd be like, oh, I follow this actor in the other shows he's done, and you guys are probably talking about GMTV, the Thai actors. That's a whole different thing. Number one, they produce their own content on the regular, using actors for all the different types of shows, from the corn to the movies to the music to the boys love dramas. Like it's all cross promotion, all doing it all the time. It's a little bit easier to keep that momentum going because an actor could be in a boys love series and do another Lacorn and then go back and like it you bouncing off, and then they make content in between the vlog series, the little variety shows, so your eyes are on them when they do all the things all the time. So your love for them would be higher than it would be for the actors in the Korean dramas, which doesn't have that much pull. You do know, right? You Make Me Dance and all these other shows are relegated to web series. You do realize most of them are about 6 to 8 episodes, 15, maybe 20 minutes each. They don't get the springboard and the recognition that the Thai actors get. Let's just be real. Y'all acting like, oh, he was in You Make Me Dance and he's not, giving it credit. I don't know if that show made him some type of global superstar. Like y'all act like it did. Like he need to like remember where he came from. It's a job. I'm so sorry y'all feel some way, and I understand it to a certain degree. To a certain degree. However, like I said, y'all know the context of anything for y'all to be going off the hinges. But I just wanted to know, do the Boys Love fans really like these actors when they're not doing Boys Love? And I'm inclined to say no, but I don't want to speak for everyone, But from what I'm seeing, it doesn't seem like y'all really following these actors in their other endeavors. Like I said, except for the GMTV actors, sometimes you guys will watch certain Lacorns. I mean, I've watched Taetawan in different series. I watched Earth in different series. I watched these actors in different things, but I do watch the other shows from the company from time to time, like The Players and Three Will Be Free. So like even what's the other one? PSI Hate You, Baker Boys. I watched the other series as well. Not all of them, obviously, but you know. But I want to know, fandom, fans, what is your how do you function? Also, why do you feel so entitled to the actors? That's another thing. I'm like, y'all feel so. I was it yesterday, day before yesterday, when that user was dragging the actor who plays Wei on Pit Babe, Supernut, dragging him for posting him And the actor who plays Alan, I guess they're friends in real life. They've been posting tons of pictures and videos of them hanging out doing together. And I guess they're close, so they're very affectionate with each other. And the person was upset because in the show, the actor that plays Alan is booed up with another actor. Their characters are booed up. And they do like the fan meet and skinship thing for the fans. But at the same time, Super Nut is posting him and his homeboy essentially doing the same thing. And they're just upset because it's taking away the ship and fueling. They say they're fueling this ghost ship. And I'm like, what does one thing have to do with the other? I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand how that works. You're like, I'm a fan of this show, of these characters. I need the actors to act accordingly outside the show. So if you are booed up with this actor and I'm shipping this ship that you're shipping to me, don't be out here hanging out with your homeboy, hugged up, talking about Merry Christmas, playing games with each other, kikiing. Don't be doing that during this time. Isn't that insane? To me, that's one of the most insane things. Like, and I know the Boys Love fans can get very possessive and crazy like this, but sometimes it just when you're tweeting and this person tweeted and tagged all the actors and then called old boy out. He even responded. Supernat was like, "What you want me to do?" Which I thought was so funny. I thought that was so funny because they had a whole think piece and they kept going in all day on Twitter about him posting his friend and they being booed up and everything. And I'm like, are Boys Love fans okay? It's been crazy. It's been wild. So it's not nothing really new. But at some point, do y'all take a step back and look at what you're tweeting, what you're saying? Does it make sense? It seems like it doesn't. It seems like it doesn't, and I don't understand. But also, where do we go from here? Because if I was an actor, I know the thing is people are upset that actors just use Boys Love as a springboard because there's some companies you can use it like GMTV and you can get relatively popular with just doing a series, maybe two. Um, I'm like, sure, use that as a springboard to get what you want. Like, it'd be one thing if they were just out here bashing the queer community. That'd be one thing. I'd be like, okay, you wildin'. And I wouldn't even bring up they did a Boys Love series because that has nothing to do with nothing. Because this ain't really gay stuff, anyways. Let's be honest. I wouldn't be upset that they starred in a series like that, and they're saying these things. Them just saying the things is the issue, not them saying it and they've been in the show. Because that's just a job that's just you have to do what you got to do to get by, to have a come up. Like it's not unheard of, and I think you guys need to realize just because someone does a certain genre doesn't mean they're dedicated to that genre forever and always, and they need to give reverence to it every 5 minutes. They need to acknowledge it every 5 minutes. They need to be grateful and like it's crazy. It's just a job for them. I need y'all to realize that it's not some passion project. Oh, I just love boys. Like it, it just sounds so like I'm not understanding the I'm not comprehending any of the mindsets. And the thing is, I bring this up because I just know y'all not really supporting them act outside. So just as much as they discarding Boys Love, y'all discarding them once they're done with it. So that everyone come out the woodworks just being so upset and like, and then what got me kind of like what's going on here is when they were like, oh, this actor and this actor mentioned the other shows they've been in, and what I gotta do with him? Why do you feel like they're like a hive mind? What I gotta do? You know, it's almost like, oh, the other actor from You Maybe Dance is doing an unintentional love story, and I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, is he better because he's doing more boys love stuff? Some actors have to do boys love. It just doesn't work out for them to do more things. So they have to be typecasted. They have to stay in the same genre for a long time. They have to come back to it. It's just the nature of the business, and it's just a business. I don't think they should be praised because they've done 2 or 3 boys love series versus the one person who's done one and hasn't come back on it, seemingly turning their back on the genre. I don't think he's better than because if that other actor from You Maybe Dance, y'all not checking out his other work, I guarantee y'all not checking out his other work. You're not. You could be like, oh yeah, I've seen his other stuff. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. So let's really take a step back. But yeah, I'm curious though. Do you guys follow the actors outside the shows? Do you really keep up? Do you feel attachment to them because they did a Boys Love series? Do you feel like you need to they need to like acknowledge that they did the Boys Love series whenever they can, always? Do you compare them to the other actors who do? Do you ignore the fact that they're in South Korea? Do you because like it's a little bit easier to get popular and remain in the realm of boys love and do stuff out of it in Thailand, maybe even in the Philippines, but I mean in Taiwan too. But in Korea, when your show is just a web series most of the time, and I know you guys gonna mention semantic error, like I, that's a little different. Yes, those two actors got immense, a bigger platform, more fame because of that show. But like, let's consider the context. Number one, the idea of two idols being starring roles in this show is already intriguing. Number one, it's boys love. Number two, it's based on a popular comic, right? What's the Korean version of the comic that's already brings a fan base? So that all those things factor in, right? Not every actor who does a boys love series gets that platform, that recognition to go off and do bigger and better things. The idea is to do so, and sometimes it's another job that's quiet, just on your resume, and other times it makes you a superstar. In some regard, it does open some doors for you. I just don't think that the K dramas are really doing that for the actors like that. Like it may help them because it is another job. You can show off your acting chops and everything, so it does help you. But like, not every Korean drama is really gonna be that type of show that really is like a semantic error. Let's be real. So like expecting them to be so grateful and mentioned every 5 minutes, and also I'm trying to think about this whole debacle with that actor. They mentioned the actor from To My Star talking about To My Star, like, oh look at him, he's talking about it, but like someone asked him about it. I don't know if that's the same thing. He omit this show. This one was directly asked. I don't think he's bringing up To My Star on his own. And of course he's going to answer it. He's going to give the response that you want to hear. Like y'all, it's all a business. Y'all really just what's going on. Yeah, let me know your thoughts below. I know I said some things I said in my last video here, so sorry about the repetition. You already know me, so like, not too much. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next video.